What's up, guys? JS here, and I am making this video to tell you guys about a recent experiment that I did. Not just me, but my beautiful girlfriend, Siren Black, along with my best friend in the world, who is VK Jahannam. VK came to visit us about a month ago, and we looked up this particular entity named Valac. This entity is described in the Lesser Key of Solomon, and I'm going to read you what it says in the Lesser Key here about Valac. It says, Valac, the 62nd spirit is Valac. He is president. He is a president, mighty and great, and appeareth like a child with angel's wings, riding on a two-headed dragon. His office is to give true answers of hidden treasures, and to tell where serpents may be seen, the which he will bring unto the exerciser without any force or strength, being by him employed. He governeth over 38 legions of spirits, and his seal is this. All right, this is his seal, the sigil of Valac. So, people call me the mad scientist as a joke. It was a joke that I actually made that joke years ago whenever Timothy from Become a Living God said, how do you identify? And I'm just like, dude, I'm a fucking metaphysical mad scientist. Well, he printed that and put it on my profile on Become a Living God, and the name stuck. And I was kind of mortified by that, but people are still calling me by that name to this day, even on radio shows like Coast to Coast AM and Occult Radio and every other radio show I've been on. Like, it doesn't matter what I say, they're just like the metaphysical mad scientist. I'm like, okay, all right, cool, fine, I own that shit, whatever. It's funny, it's hilarious, but it's also kind of true, because whenever I read something like this in a grimoire, I tend to take it very literally. So, in my opinion, like an entity or a spirit or a demon or an angel or an ancient god or a jinn or fae, whatever you want to call them, they're either real or they're not. So, when I read in a grimoire where it says that this spirit has power over serpents and can make them appear unto the evocator, or can bring them to me with ease, I'm just like, okay, well, that gives me the perfect opportunity to test out this this information and find out whether or not it is true and accurate. So me and my friend VK and my beautiful girlfriend, Siren, we decided to attempt to make contact with this entity that is described as a demon of the Goetia, of the Lesser Key of Solomon. And so we sat down, all three of us together in our living room, and we attempted to summon Valac. And we each made a blood offering by pricking our fingers and placing it upon his sigil, completely blooding the sigil, and we made a petition unto him. Not only did we want to introduce ourselves and become allies with Valac, but we also issued Valac a task. If he indeed was real and accepted our invitation to work with him. And being that it says that he has power over serpents and can easily bring them unto the evocator, I asked for exactly that. Now, I've moved to a new state. I've been here for over a year now, and I've yet to see a single snake. Now, I'm originally from Georgia. Now, during the spring and summertime, you see snakes everywhere down in Georgia. You see them mainly on the side of the road where assholes have ran them over, instead of stopping for them like they would a squirrel or a turtle. But no, like, people have no problem killing snakes. And typically, wherever people find snakes, even if they're non-venomous, even like in their yard, they will still kill them. So in highly populated areas like where I'm living now, you don't see snakes. I haven't seen a fucking snake since I've been here, not on the side of the road or anywhere else. So I asked Valac to bring me a serpent, to bring a serpent unto me. Now, I didn't specify on the timeline, all right? I didn't say bring me a serpent today. I didn't say bring me a serpent within a week or within a month or anything like that, which I should have, but I didn't. I just asked him to bring me a serpent, and that would be his way of letting me know that our invitation was accepted and that he was willing to work with us. So right after we performed the ritual, the three of us went to a can't even call it a river. It was more like a creek, and me and VK are like trudging through the water and the mud and everything. We're looking for like crystals and shit. And like, what we're really hoping to see is a snake. All right. We didn't see a snake that day. We did not see a snake. And my girlfriend Siren, she was up on the bridge and she was looking for snakes too. We didn't see one. We're just like, okay, well, we can't necessarily call this a failure because we didn't specify when we would see a snake. We just asked that we would be brought a snake. So a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, don't see a serpent. But what did happen is each of us had dreams. We started dreaming about serpents. My girlfriend Siren, she was the first one to have dreams about serpents. And then VK had dreams about serpents. And then eventually I had a dream about a serpent, specifically a king snake. And I actually owe Valac an apology because I was on the phone with VK. I was actually going through some personal turmoil, which is very normal for undergoing a path working such as this. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. Like, we evoked Valac, and we asked him to send us a serpent, and not only did we not see one or receive one or have one come to us, but a lot of shit got chaotic after that. Like, shit was fucked up for weeks after that. And I'm abandoning this whole operation. I'm abandoning this whole path working. And VK told me, he was just like, don't be so quick to do that, man. Don't be so quick to say that. Valac is a wild demon, unpredictable. And I'm just like, okay, man, all right, I'm gonna listen to you. And so about a week after that, I'm outside setting up my ritual space to do a sacrificial rite for a completely different deity. I go down into the nearby forest to collect some kindling to go into my fire pit to start the fire. And I've got my headlamp on, it's dark and everything. And as I start walking down into the woods, I got this flash of a snake in my mind's eye, like very vivid. And I was like, whoa, oh, I better be careful. There must be a snake out here somewhere. Like, it could be a poisonous snake. Who knows? Typically, you run into copperheads and rattlesnakes and shit in the middle of the night when you're fucking around in the woods. And so I was like, all right, so I'm being extra careful. And it was like this weird energy came down on me and surrounded me. And so I'm being careful, which is something that I don't normally do while I'm gathering this kindling for the fire. And I kept seeing images of a snake. And so I even said out loud, I was like, there is a serpent here nearby. I said, I can fucking sense you. Where are you? And I was looking around with my headlamp, looking everywhere, looking on the ground, looking through the woods, everything. I didn't see one. And so after about 5 minutes of looking around for said serpent, I went back to what I was doing, which was building a fire in my ritual space. And so I have a wood pile right there next to my fire pit. And I reached to grab a stick from the wood pile to start building my fire. And I got another flash of a serpent. And I was like, oh shit, maybe there's a serpent in the wood pile. All right, well, I better be careful because it could be poisonous. So I take one log off, I take the second log off, and when I pick up the third log, there is this beautiful black and white king snake curled up looking at me like I was unwrapping a present. It was like I was opening a Christmas gift, like, voila! Here's your snake, motherfucker. And the dream that I had specifically before this happened was about a king snake. So naturally, I kept that snake. I'm going to show it to you right now. This is my familiar, gifted to me by Valac. This is a wild king snake. I reached down when I saw him because I immediately recognized him as a king snake. A country boy, I grew up, I know my snakes. I knew he wasn't poisonous. I knew even if he did bite me that it would not kill me. So yeah, I reached down and I picked him up, and he was just like he is now. Calm and sweet and tame. Now, anybody who's ever picked up a wild snake would know that typically when you grab a wild snake, you have to grab them by the back of their neck so that they don't bite you. Even if they're not venomous, they will still bite you. They can't hurt you, but they have tiny teeth. They'll draw blood. And you also got to grab them by the tail too, because they will shit all over you. They will sling shit in your face because they don't want to be picked up. Now, this guy right here, you would think I got him from a pet store because he is so sweet. He is so calm and gentle and just absolutely loving. And so after I picked him up, I dropped to my knees and said, holy shit, thank you, Valac. Not only thank you, but I apologize for the remarks that I made before about this working. And not only that, but I'm going to give you a sacrifice of burning flesh and blood in order to thank you for this amazing, beautiful gift that you have brought unto me. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to sacrifice this snake. No, I'm probably going to sacrifice a big, fat, beautiful rooster to him. This is going to be my pet and my friend for life. And he absolutely loves me. He's 100% wild. So I've been feeding him. I've got him a habitat set up. He is eating frozen mice and just, goddamn, I'm so excited and madly in love with this snake. It is beyond me, and I cannot believe that I found this in my ritual space in my wood pile, like a present that I unwrapped on Christmas morning. But it gets even better after that. It gets even fucking better. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. I'm gonna put you back because I gotta show something else here. I'm gonna put you back. So, approximately 4 days later, I'm pressure washing my driveway. And my lovely girlfriend, Siren, is out there with me. I just finished pressure washing the driveway. And I hear her, like, I'm over there, like wrapping up the, like curling up the hose from the pressure washer after I finished. And I hear, oh my God, look at this, JS. And I'm like, what? She's like, a snake. I turn around and she's holding a snake. I'm going to show this one to you now too. Come here, pretty girl. Where you at? There you are. There she is. I turn around and Siren is holding this. This is a beautiful female king snake. Now, it's a completely different type of king snake, if you notice. The colors are different. But this is a king snake nonetheless. It crawled right up to her in our driveway and allowed her to pick it up. And she's a little more feisty than the other one. But she is sweet and she is tame. And this is Siren's familiar. So I wanted to share this video and story with you guys and encourage you to work with this entity known as Valac, and also give you an example of how you should work with these types of beings. If it says in a fucking book or a grimoire that this entity is capable of doing this, and this is specifically their power, and you want to know whether or not they are real and whether or not they're willing to work with you, then ask them to do that. If it says this being, this demon, has control over serpents and can effortlessly bring you a serpent in an area where you do not see serpents, then evoke them, make them an offering, and ask them to do exactly that, whatever it is that they are said to be capable of doing, and give it some time and see if it happens. And then you will know for certain whether or not that entity is real. And I can tell you from this experience that Valac is 100% real, and I will be working with this entity for the rest of my life, and we will be treasuring and taking care of these beautiful animal familiars for the rest of theirs. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and by all means, hit the fucking like button if you like what you see and learn here. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section. I do read and respond to all comments. Hail the Infernal Empire.